Alright, thanks for joining my channel, The Eclectic Life. Today we are doing a thermostat replacement and a crankshaft sensor replacement on an Infinity G25. I've already taken the air box out. This right here. It goes right down in here. 10 millimeter bolt right here holds it in. Disconnect it from right there, and got to get that out of the way so you can get to everything. So we've got to also remove this right here, the overflow tank, to be able to get to everything right there. So I'm gonna get started on that and we'll be right back. Alright, so we got the overflow tank out. It was pretty simple, really. It sits in here just like this. It's got two 10 millimeter bolts, one right here, one right there. And you can leave the bottom hose hooked up. Just kind of set it off to the side, unhook this hose. This is the top hose. We're going to set it off to the side. And we're going to get started. Thermostat is right here. I don't know if you can see that. Thermostat is right there on that hose, right there. So we're going to get busy taking that off. It's three 10 millimeter bolts as well. Pretty cut and dry, not too bad. And I'm going to suggest, if we do any more work on this, we do a serpentine belt replacement, because that one is looking a little dried out. Looking a little like kind of like one of them deserts where it rains and then dries up, you know, all caked up and everything. So let me get this hose off right quick, see if I can get it off. I've got a hose clamp plier set, but I don't think I can get it down in here. Let's see if we can get this thing off. Here. Come on. There we go. That came off pretty easy right there. Well, the clamp did anyways. I'm gonna slide it down so we can get a better grip on the hose or whatever. Hopefully this. Well, let me explain what's happening with this car. So the thermostat's not opening up, so the coolant can't cool off. It can't cool. It's just staying hot. And so the car cuts off after it gets so hot, which is a good thing. Keeps you from blowing the engine up, but it's got to be changed out because it's going bad. There's no fluid in there at all. Got the thermostat down there. Can y'all see that? Let's see it. Yeah, right there. Right there. That's the thermostat. Not too bad. So I'm gonna get busy on I'm gonna get ready to take that off, and then I'll be back. All right, so we are locating the bolts and taking all the bolts out of the thermostat. Kind of hard to get to some of them. There's three of them, so see, one's right here and one's up under. So you got one on the top right corner, one on the kind of the left corner, and then one up under the snout for the hose itself. We're gonna go for the harder one up under. Don't drop it in the engine. Oh my gosh. Let's knock you guys over. Alright, the last one right here. Can't really see up in there, so. Get the bolt before it drops down in there. We have to look for it for 25 minutes. So the thermostat come out pretty smoothly, really. Pretty smooth. Doesn't look bad, but it's definitely not opening up, that's for sure. Alright, so that's the old one. There's the old gasket right there. Doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna get some paper towels right quick. Alright, what we're doing now, this gasket has that self-adhesive on there to keep it on here while you're installing it so it's not falling all over the place. If you can see that. There it is right there. So I'm tearing the adhesive off right quick. Alright, we got it stuck on. Just make sure you have it lined up good, you know, with the holes, you know, lined up pretty good. It slides around a little bit. But ain't gotta be absolutely perfect, but it needs to be pretty damn close to perfect. So here it is right there. And we're fixing to install this. Alright, I think you guys can see good right there. I already got one of the screws in. I dropped the screw about 3 or 4 times, so there's that. This engine's almost a little too hot to work on. It's almost too hot to work on, but I'm trying to get this done and get up out of here. So, gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Alright, we gotta get to this one that's a pain right here. Hopefully we can get it started. tight, you know, but tight enough to hold everything up on there. Now we gotta get this one. I found it easier if you loosen up this sensor right here so you can roll this plug out, because I could not get the plug off of there. It was being a pain in the butt. So it's just got one screw right there. If you pull the whole thing out, you're going to leak some oil, you know, all over the place. Not all over the place, but you're going to leak more oil than you need to. So with that being said, I think we got that one started pretty good. Now we just gotta get this bad boy up in there. We're not gonna do it too tight. We're gonna just snug them up so we can move it around a little bit to see it move around just a smidge until we get all 3 bolts in there. Once we get all 3 bolts, we'll do the torque specs. The last and final bolt. And it's right up here somewhere. It's right there. Always get them started with your fingers first, and then we'll move on to the ratchet, the battery ratchet. Because if you start out cross threading it, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble. You're going to be in a little bit of trouble. All right, we'll be back. All right, I found the torque specs. They are like 6.5 foot-pounds, so it ain't much. It ain't much at all. So we're just going to snug these up. We're not going to snap them off or anything. I'm gonna go grab my torque wrench right quick. All right, 6.5 foot-pounds. We'll get it. That's it right there. We're gonna go up to 7. How about that? Because I can't go to 6.5, so. Seven. Now we just got to do this top one. There we go. Alright. Not very much at all. Not very much at all. Alright, so we got all that taken care of. We're going to put this piece of the bolt back on this little piece right here. Everything pretty much is a 10 millimeter in this car. So we can get this thing started right here. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can see down in there. Let's see if you should see. Yeah, you can kind of see. I'll put you over to the side over here so you can see a little better. Alright, so we got the thermostat mounted. Went ahead and did 7 foot-pounds of torque. It says 6.5. I went ahead and did 7. And now we're putting the hose on. We're just going to work the hose up there. You feel it bottom out. And we're going to take a pair of pliers and get these right here. Get this bad boy up there. That's why I hate these things. See if we can get it with these other pliers right here. There we go. There we go. No, go up on there. Alright, we got it up on there. Those are kind of a pain in that area right there, but got it locked on there good. Looks pretty good to me. Now we're going to get this reservoir put on here. Try not to spill it all over the place. It does spill out the hole a little bit, but not much. And there you go, right there. Kind of, you know, if you're using a ratchet, you got to be careful not to over tighten it. Alright, so we got the reservoir put back in, we got the thermostat installed, got the hose back on it, and now we're going to put the breather box on here. By the way, I do have the battery disconnected, mainly because we're fixing to do the crankshaft sensor, and I don't want to have to do the ECM relearn, so I'm fixing to go inside the car, turn on the headlights, hit the brake lights and stuff like that, kind of discharge all the power from the system so I can do the crankshaft sensor, and it shouldn't have to do any kind of relearn. That's what they say anyways. So yeah. Get this thing going. There we go. It just kind of pops down in place. Pretty cut and dry, really. One 10mm bolt right here holds the whole thing together, surprisingly. See, that one got pretty tight quick. There we go. Now we're going to tighten this hose clamp up. Pretty tight right there. Pretty good. Alright, that's it for the thermostat housing and thermostat/thermostat housing. Don't forget to plug your mass airflow sensor back up, which is right here. And you have to disconnect this this keeper that's on the airbox, or you won't be able to get the airbox out because this hose is super short. I mean, this cable is super short, so yeah. Alright, that sums it up for the thermostat/thermostat housing. It's all one piece in these cars. So, looks good. I'm gonna get set up to do the crankshaft sensor. We'll be back.